Good evening, guys. I just thought I'd come back with a little video this evening. I wanted to see if I could get some of you involved, or at least get some of you thinking. Just thought I'd try and have a little live chat. I've wrote down a few notes. I basically wanted to share a few methods on coping during this time, whether you're on lockdown or whether you're self-isolating or whatever your situation is, whatever you're going through at the moment. We're all going through something in a different way. I just wanted to share my ideas on what I've been up to. It's not going to work for everyone, but I'm just hoping that maybe there might be something that I'm doing that will work for someone else or that could help someone else. And I was hoping that we might get a bit of a chat going, and there might be a few people that might have some suggestions. So if I just wait for a few people to join, my sister's watching, she possibly will be mentioned, or the other wonderful people that work at the NHS and all the other emergency services at the moment who are working super hard. So yeah, this video is going to be mainly about me sharing my methods on coping during, well, for me, it's basically lockdown. I'm basically staying at home and trying to stick to Boris's advice. As my shop's been shut now for a week and a half, I may as well follow his guidelines as closely as I can. So feel free to comment below with any of your, I miss you too, Chloe, with any of your suggestions or ideas. You're also welcome just to literally say hi. If you want to say hi, that would be cool. I just wanted to do a little bit less formal chat, even though I still made notes for a informal chat. Basically, over the last 10 days or 2 weeks, my life has changed radically. I've gone from being at 100 mile an hour, working a lot of hours, having an incredibly busy social life and family life, to basically being at home all the time. It's just a total change. I've got a lot of time on my hands. Obviously I can't work. And it's just been a massive shock to the system. To be honest, for me, it's not been terrible so far. It's obviously a terrible situation, but I'm trying to, I know that I'm not alone in this. We're all in it together, and all of us are suffering in varying degrees for varying reasons. And, if I ever feel down or anything like that, I just think to myself, I'm not alone. Everyone else, and I'm not in a bad situation, and there are lots of people in different situations, and we're all here. Hi Emily, you all right? I hope you're all right. I don't know if you're locked down at home. Please feel free to tell me if you are. Got a lot of my family watching as well. I miss all my family. I'm fortunate that I am here with my partner and my son, but I miss my wider family massively, as I'm sure we all do. The way that I've been coping so far, and it seems to be working for me. Ask me again in a few weeks' time, it might be different. But the way I've been coping is, in my life normally. Oh yeah, you are in lockdown, Emily. Yes. So the way I've been coping is that I normally have a routine. It's a very, very busy routine with work and family and gym and social. I've just basically changed my routine. Although it's radically changed, I'm a person who benefits from routine, and it works well for me. It won't work for all of you, but it does for me, and I find that it helps me. So I've just basically got a new routine. If I give you an idea of what my routine is, again, people aren't going to like it necessarily, but it might give you an idea. We've been getting up as a family and doing the Joe Wicks thing every morning. It's an exercise thing on YouTube for half an hour each morning. You can do it at any time that suits you. Lots of my friends are offering similar things for free on Instagram. So you could do any of those and they're all great, you know. I've got lots of friends that are PTs and offering, you know, wonderful stuff. But the Joe Wicks thing, it just seems to work for us as a family. So we've been choosing to do that. And I do it live in the morning. Don't have to do it live, but just gets us up and at least gives me some sort of structure to the beginning of the day. I've also been writing a lot of lists. I write lists normally anyway. But I find that for me, writing lists, whether it's before lockdown or now during lockdown, writing lists has been really helpful because normally during my life, I have to write lists to remember everything I need to do. You right, Steve? I hope you're doing all right, mate. And the little one of the missus, hi, Jen. And I normally write lists because I have to remember the multiple things that I need to do. But in this situation, it's given me goals. I watched a documentary that I'm sure some of you have seen with Tyson Fury. And I think he can be quite inspirational, certainly in recent years. And he said one of his keys to beating mental health was writing lists. So just writing lists, even if it's menial tasks like mowing the lawn or whatever you got to do or painting a wall or whatever, and then ticking them off, seems to give me a sense of achievement. So it's given me something to do, even though I can't do my normal job. Also, been trying to stay in my house as much as possible. Obviously, give myself the best chance of avoiding all this. I've been going out for our daily walk as a family. Again, we try and do it. Just for us, it works to doing it at the same time every day because we're quite routine people. Going out and just walking wherever we can. Normally, it can be up to an hour or whatever, or maybe more, whatever. And just gives us some form of structure to the day. And we just look forward to doing it. And I've seen parts of my estate that I never thought I'd see. So, yeah, very interesting. But yeah, the walk is something that I look forward to every day. If anyone has got anything, you know, any of their ideas they want to put below, you know, feel free. Or if they just want to say hi, that's cool. Or if you want to DM me with, you know, any of your thoughts, or if you just want to reach out, you know, I want people to realise that they're not on their own. I've got friends and family who are single people living on their own and they haven't got anyone else to talk to. You're right, Chambers. I see you've just joined, mate. You're definitely going to mug me off, but I'd actually look forward to that right now. So, yeah, if you want to say hi or leave a cheeky comment, feel free. Yeah, and perhaps if you're feeling down, think of other people that you know that are perhaps living on their own or don't have a strong family support. Maybe drop them a message, check that they're all right, and just, you know, that'll help you in turn, and it'll help them as well, and it'll kill time as well. I've already kind of gone over this, but basically there is always people worse off than you, and you think when you're feeling down, just think about some of the other people that are going through real serious situations and think to yourself, well, actually, I've got a roof over my head. I've got, you know, if you're lucky enough to have a partner, you've got a partner, you know, or whatever you have got. Rather than focusing on the things that you haven't got at present, focus on the things that you have got. Like for me, like I just said, my daily exercise or my daily walk, or, you know, little pleasures in life, like having some coffee. What's that, Mum, about my list? You'd know I like writing lists. I would show you the list that I've been doing since I've been off in these 10 days, but it's so boring, including things like cleaning the toilet. The things on the list are things like decorating, painting walls. A few of my friends know how fast I am at painting walls, so lucky we've got quite a few weeks off. It's going to take me a while. And gardening as well. My garden's going to be well good by the end of this. Normally it don't get a look in. And that's about it really. If I've kind of covered everything. I don't want to preach. I just want to more reach out to people and say, like, you know, we're in this together. What do you mean, am I on your list, Mum? What, of people to ring? No, no, the list doesn't include ringing people. That's what I do for fun. Glad to see you and your family. Well, take care. Hi, Teresa. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you for that. Yeah, so I'm not going to rabble on for too much longer. If anyone does want to talk to me or feels a bit lonely or whatever, I'm getting Auto Trader notifications come up on my phone because I've been spending time looking at Auto Trader, which is totally pointless. It's just a hobby of mine. Yeah, the most important thing to take out of it all at the moment, if you are fortunate enough to have good health, is just think about your health. Like, providing you're feeling reasonably okay, even if you're not, providing you're not, really, really bad, then that's something to be happy for. That's one positive thing. That's something you've got above, other people. And spare a thought for the NHS workers and the hospital workers and all of the people, paramedics who are dealing with all of the poorly people, because, they're the ones risking themselves to look after us. They're risking their own health. The one thing that we can hopefully try and protect ourselves from, they can't do that. They've got to go out there. Obviously, I feel passionate about this. I've got family in the NHS and friends, and they just the way they care about other people is more than I could do. All I can do is make this silly video. But yeah, just spare a thought for the NHS workers that are working so hard. Yeah, and people delivering. My mum's given me fees. Mum, you could send me a private text rather than call me out on there. But yeah, you're right, Mum, the delivery drivers as well. And anyone, to be honest, the post service and anyone who's risking themselves to try and keep normal life flowing and getting things sent to places. Miss you too, Jen, my sister. My son definitely misses Noah as well. That's about it, really. I'm going to go now and try and enjoy my evening. But, by all means, leave me a like. If you want to have a chat, leave me a message. And, let me know. Comment below what your ideas on coping are and if you think I'm a wally. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Peace.